I Ashutosh Tripathi once again welcome you to my YouTube channel LEARN.COM, and today after a long time I've once again come up with yet another very important topic of grammar, that is prepositions. Now questions based on prepositions are a very important part of question papers. Questions are asked on almost all the type of exams on this topic. So in this part, I'm going to cover only the preposition of time. So as you can see on the screen, we are going to deal with preposition of time, place, and direction. And at the end, we are also going to cover the phrasal prepositions. But right now in this video, I'm going to cover only preposition of time. So let's begin with the first slide. Now, as you can see on your screen, let's first try to understand what exactly a preposition is. Now, a preposition is a word which shows the relation between a noun, pronoun, and other words of the sentence. Means how a noun or a pronoun is used and what relation does it has with the other words in the sentence. Now, this relation is defined by the preposition. In other words, we can say that these preposition help us understand order, time, and position. So basically, you can see, or in simpler words, we can define preposition that they give us knowledge about time, place, movement, direction, position of the noun or a pronoun that is used in the sentence. Now, broadly, these prepositions can be classified in the following ways. As I have mentioned here, uh, they can be categorized into four types: the preposition of time, preposition of place, preposition of movement and direction, and phrasal prepositions. So one by one we are going to cover it. Let's first deal with the preposition of time. But before beginning the actual topic, let's get through some interesting facts about these prepositions. Now, as you can see on your screen, these prepositions, they are a closed class of words, which means no new prepositions gets added to the language and we use a fixed set of prepositions. So it simply means that the set of prepositions or the words are fixed. No new words are actually added to this class of words. So we have certain fixed prepositions which we use in English. Now they do not have any other form. That is, they cannot be plural, possessive, or anything else like the other parts of speech which they have, like you can see the nouns, the pronouns. The pronouns have possessive forms. No? So in this way, these prepositions, they don't have any other form. They exist in only one form and remain in the same throughout. Sometimes a preposition acts as noun, adjectives, and adverbs. That depends how it is used in the sentence. And finally, preposition with two or more words are called phrasal preposition. So, which we are going to cover at the end of the final video. That is, phrasal preposition is nothing but a combination of two or more prepositions. Now we'll actually begin the topic. And as I already told you that the prepositions I have categorized here into four types: preposition of time, preposition of position, preposition of movement and direction, and phrasal preposition. So here now we are going to begin with the first category, that is the preposition of time. And I have used the important prepositions to explain you. I might miss some of them, but most of them I have tried to cover. So first, two prepositions which are very important regarding the preposition of time that we use are at and on. Now, how at is used in reference to the time? See, at usually denotes a definite point of time but can also be used for indefinite periods. Now, when we talk about fixed or definite time, then we use at. Like in the example, you can see at 4 o'clock, at midnight. When these two times are fixed, that is, I'll see you at 4 o'clock or meet me at 4 o'clock when the time is fixed, or I'll see you at midnight. Even this time is fixed, midnight is fixed. So whenever there is definite point of time, fixed time, we use at. But when the time is not fixed, but the duration is known, that is indefinite period. When we talk about a particular duration or indefinite periods, then also at is used. Like at Holi, at Christmas, at Diwali. Means this Holi, Christmas and Diwali, they are not a fixed time, but they carry a particular indefinite period or duration. So here also we use at. So in this way, we have seen how at is used in reference to time as a preposition. Once again, it is used to actually denotes a definite point of time, but can also be used for indefinite periods. When the time is fixed or definite, we use at, but it is also used for indefinite periods. Next one is on. Now, on is used with days and dates. Very simple. When we have days or dates, then we use on. Like on Sunday, on Monday, on Tuesday, whenever the day is fixed or any date is fixed. On 14th March. Day or dates are fixed, we use on. Next one is in. Now, in is normally used with parts of day, month, year, season, etc. Now, whenever we wish to talk about a particular section or a part of a day, part of a month, part of a year or a season, etc. That is, when we talk about a particular section of anything which I have mentioned here, we use in. Like in the example, you can say, I shall see him in the evening. Now, as you know, evening is a part of day. Now, the whole day is divided into morning, afternoon, evening. So, similarly, now evening here becomes the part of a day. So, whenever we talk about parts of day, parts of month, parts of year, parts of season, or etc., we use in. There is a holiday in December. December means the holiday does not cover the whole month but a part of month. So holiday in December. It is also used as a commonly used to show the birth year or to represent the birth year. He was born in 1997. So in this way, in is used with reference to time. Now there is one interesting fact about in. See, in is also used with the future tense to show the period in which an action will happen. So in is used with reference to a future tense. It shows future tense and how a particular action is going to take place in near future. If we wish to represent that action which is going to take place in the near future, we use in. See, I shall meet you in 2 hours. I shall meet you in 2 hours means I am going to meet the person in the next 2 hours. So I'm talking about future. That's why I have used here in. So this is very important how it is used to represent future. I'll be back in few minutes. The subject I will be back in the next few minutes, talking about the future. So it is also used with the future tense to show the period in which an action will happen. Now there is one more very confusing and interesting fact about these two words, in and within. Many of the students get confused how to use in or how to use within or when to use these two words. What is the basic difference between these two words? So it's going to be clear with the help of this example. Now, I shall be back in a week and I shall be back within a week. Now see, I have used here in the same sentence and within in the same sentence. But what is the basic difference? Now when we say I shall be back in a week, it means the subject I will be back as soon as the week ends. That is when a week is over. At the end of the week means this week, that is a set of 7 days. As soon as the set of 7 days, that is the week will be over. After the week ends, the subject will be back. But when we use within, that is I shall be back within a week, means the subject I will be back before the week ends. Means before a week is over or before the end. In is used means when a week is over, that is when the time is over. And within means that time is not over. Before that time overs, the action should take place. So in and within. From. Now from denotes the starting point of an action. From is usually used to represent when an action started. Starting point of an action. So the exam will be held from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. That is, the action will begin at 8 a.m. So we have used from. He was the Prime Minister of India from 1984. That is, the action started from 1984. So from is generally used to show the starting point of an action. Now these all prepositions right now we are talking about with reference to time. That is prepositions of time. Now the same prepositions, same words we are going to cover with reference to preposition of position also. But right now we are discussing about the preposition of time. So from, coming back to the topic, from is used to represent the starting point of an action. That is when an action started. By. Now by denotes the latest time at which an action will be over. That is a particular action that started. What is the latest time by which that action will be over? That is the final time when the action will be over. See example, the match will be over by 6 p.m. The match will be over by 6 p.m. That is 6 p.m. is the latest time by which the match should get over. That is the maximum time limit given. Is the final point at which or before which the match should end. That is why we have mentioned here, it denotes the latest time at which an action will be over. Latest time. And finally comes the since and for, which is one of the very most important prepositions, I must say. And most of you, the students, get confused in this also, that how to use since, when to use since and for. So let's see first. Since is used with the point of time at which an action started and the action continues till present moment. That is when we are talking about it. But for is used to suggest the period of time for which an action has been going. A very minute difference is there. What we are trying to say here is since is used with the point of time at which an action started. That is, we are talking about an action which started in the past but still continues. So when we talk about an action which started in the past and it continues at the moment when we are talking about it, then we use since. But we use for to suggest the period of time for which an action is going on. Means it will, for is used to suggest a duration, time period. But since is used to represent the starting point of an action. The examples will make it more clear. I've been living here since my childhood. The subject, what the subject is trying to say, that I have been living here since my childhood. Since my childhood means when he was born or when the subject was born, he or she is living here. And right now, when the subject is saying this thing, at that particular moment, the action is continuing. That is, the action of living is still continuous. He has been working since 9 o'clock. He has been working since 9 o'clock. Means the subject he started working at 9 o'clock, that is in the past, and even now when we are talking about it, the subject is still working. Means the action which started at 9 o'clock is still going on. So, since is used to represent an action which started in the past but still continue at the moment when we are talking about it. Now let's understand how for is used. I have been waiting for 2 hours, or I have not been well for an year. So as I explained here, for is used to suggest the period of time for which an action has been going on. Means we are dealing with the duration here. See, I have been waiting for 2 hours. The duration of the time is 2 hours. I have not been well for an year. The duration of the action is 1 year. So always keep in mind, for immediately after for you will get some duration, that is 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, 1 month, 2 years, 2 hours. You will get a certain figure, because with the help of figure we have to show the duration. So keep in mind, you will get a certain figure here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, an year, and a month, like this. So for is used to suggest a fixed duration of time, and since is used to represent a past action which started and still continues at the moment when we are talking about it. So this is all about the preposition of time. Hope you all understood this part 1 of the prepositions, and in the next video I'm going to cover the preposition of position and the movement and direction. So regarding this video, I think you all must have understood how to use these prepositions. Um, Hope you all understood and liked my video, and in case you do so, please like, comment, and do not forget to share my videos so that maximum people get benefited through it. And also please don't forget to subscribe my channel. So with this, putting an end to this video, hoping to see you very soon. Thank you for watching the video once again. Take care. Goodbye.